Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Monarchs will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
The Dukes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ellis. Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are. And now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Rushes on him. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the give, looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Fakes to grab. Inside the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Monarchs are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Monarchs!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the run, it's Knight. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Firing deep. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The inside handoff. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Got a man. It's Ellis. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Dances away. Throws to the wideout. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Knight. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and
throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, James Madison.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball mixing? There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Roach. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's blocked. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got it behind the line. It's Roach. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
The Monarchs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Third and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Monarchs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. Throwing on the run. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, ODU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. It's hard to think of many things in football more deflating than making a big play like that and having it wiped out by a penalty. Gonna run it. It's Knight. Turning it on. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Dukes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Pressure coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Ellis. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. First down and 10.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Georgia State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Let's go!
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
The Monarchs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Tough slanting in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Monarchs come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Knight. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Dukes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Dukes are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Dukes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Prince. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll looking for a man. It's Barnett. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Knight. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. Quarterback adapting. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that
Converts on 4th down. Still going.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Dukes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space, it's Fuller. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This time he's got his man.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Monarchs are facing 3rd and inches. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
At the 39-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
The Monarchs look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, it's Roach.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. Power football with the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
On the play. Now, 4th down.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking for room, it's Knight. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Meant nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Caught over the middle, it's Pfeiffer.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Dukes will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in, it's Ellis. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield. That's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. Not going to get a lot of chances like that.
And the Dukes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Knight. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure. I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Southern has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Knight. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll...
Turning it on.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Dukes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Pfeiffer. He breaks a tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Dukes can really attack on this second and short. Run in the red zone, it's Knight. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, James Madison.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Timeout is called with just a single second left. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. We are getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's